Hi, I'd like to talk to you about a very important subject when it comes to higher education, and especially the role of wireless networks on campuses. And the topic I'd like to talk about is security. Now, security has a number of aspects to it, and in a college environment, there are definitely security issues. You need to authenticate users who come onto the network. Access to network resources may be gated depending on their access level. And of course, you also have to be concerned about rogues, honeypot attacks, other such things. And especially with the use of credit card information and mobile point-of-sale devices growing on campuses, things like PCI, the Payment Card Industry Security Standards, the PCI DSS specification, those are things that the network needs to be compliant to. So Mayra Networks has invested a lot of money and time and effort in working with colleges and universities to make sure that the security that's offered is adequate and appropriate. So let me just review some of the key capabilities that we have and how they fit in. Let me start with basically just, the overall RF security, the RF environment. First of all, we do offer secure backhaul. That's one way in which, secure information can be passed. We also have some unique technologies for managing the RF environment. So capabilities such as RF barrier, RF firewall, so that things can be shielded and blocked depending on where they are, where things are located. There are more network level capabilities and network level security issues. So we can do location-based or SSID based or user-based traffic separation. We can support the virtual LAN, tunneling and bridging capability. And of course, we do support policy-based enforcement and policy-based rules. So in terms of managing the overall network traffic separation as well as application-aware user policies, those are all inherently built into the Mayra solution. At another level, there's obviously, of course, authentication and access. We do support radius and configured MAC filtering. We also support device quarantining, and we work with many of the major third-party vendors who offer authentication services. So whether it's basic captive portal access or more sophisticated approaches such as through CloudPath and others, we've worked to ensure that our partnerships with those companies make for a final and complete solution for you when it comes to authentication of users on the network. There is, of course, as I mentioned before, intrusion protection and intrusion detection. And those prevention and detection capabilities include our rogue detection capability, what we call wireless intrusion protection and prevention. And we have as well implemented some very unique capabilities. We have Spectrum Manager, which can understand and manage your spectrum, the RF environment. We can see rogues on the network. We have visualization capability. We've done signatures for various RF devices so that as the map is created for you, you can see whether it's a microwave oven, a Bluetooth device, a cordless phone, or maybe something more devious like an RF, narrowband RF jammer. So those sort of things to be detected and easily visualized is, again, directly built into the Mayra solution. And finally, there's also the ability to secure, I'll call it based on overall access. One of the things which we're quite proud of, many colleges and universities we've seen use this capability, it's called channel layering. And the concept, of course, is very simple. If you need to dedicate a single channel, for example, to research use, you can do that. You need a channel for dormitory use or student access. That can be a separate channel. Because we're not a microcell network. We are quite different than that. We use a virtualized wireless LAN technology. And so that VLAN or virtualized wireless LAN approach means that you can have a single channel across an entire campus. Each access point acts as a single channel. So there's no roaming handoffs, no degradation of performance. And again, if you follow the concept, you can then see that you could establish multiple layers of those channels. So channel 7 can be given to researchers, channel 3 can be given to first responders and a campus security. You could also have channels dedicated to virtually anything. So the ability to manage, control, authenticate, access, protect is built in to the Mayra solution. So I'd encourage you to go to www.mayranetworks.com, check out some of our educational materials that are there. We've also got a great webinar with Franklin and Marshall College and Bradford Networks that highlights an overall campus-wide solution that's been deployed there. And again, I'd highlight to leverage us in in multiple ways. Call us, reach out to us, and we're happy to come onto your campus and actually work with you and show you how to more easily manage your wireless network capabilities and improve the quality of service that's really critical to your educational mission. So thank you, and I appreciate the time you spent in watching this video.